Get ready to match the stars. Edward Asner, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Julie London, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Reilly.
Thank you very much, Johnny Olson and friends. Nice to see all of you and have all of you here because you are gifted and celebrated people.
Thank you.
Okay, I mean that. I mean it sincerely from the bottom of my heart. What do you laugh at? Would you like to say hello to our two civilians over here, Dorothy Sybil and John McDonald?
Hello.
Hello, Dorothy. Hi. Dorothy's our current big money winner. This little lady has won $12,800. What are you going to do with all that money?
You know, I've lost all my composure, and I don't even believe that this is happening to me.
It is happening to you.
Well, I think there's so many things. Christmas is coming up, right?
Oh, all right. Well, that's good. Give you a little pin money for Christmas.
Right.
$12,800. Oh,
no,
boy.
I'd like my parents to go on a vacation that they've always wanted to take, and instead sent us through college. So now they can go.
Where are they going to go? Where are you
Hawaii.
Hawaii. What?
Yes.
Isn't that nice and gracious of you? Sweet. All right. We found out about John McDonald. Yes.
Dorothy could stay with me while the folks are...
Okay. Yeah. If you need a place to stay while the people are in Hawaii.
My mother would...
She'd like that.
She thinks Richard is marvelous.
Yes.
I think I'm marvelous, too.
Now, John has had his first... Well, they both had their first-round questions, and he's ahead, 3-0. You did very well for a first-rounder there. That's quite unusual. So you're going to have to do some catching up here. Let's see how this game turns out. We'll do the second and final round in 1 minute and 4 and 5. Ready? Here we go. Round 2 coming up. Final round. John, you want A or B?
I'll take B.
B it is. Only 3 people play. Let's see. Ed plays, Brett plays,
I've
and
heard
Julie
that.
plays. And Julie. What?
I've heard that.
You've had that Brett plays?
Brett and Ed both play.
Brett and Ed both play.
Harmonica. Now let's get
Harmonica.
on with the question.
When Mean Murray got married, instead of carrying his new bride across the threshold, he blanked her across the threshold.
Oh, I like questions like that.
When
They're
Mean Murray
simple,
got
they're
married,
direct, they're to
instead
the
of
point.
carrying his new bride across the threshold, he blanked her across
I'm
the
all
threshold.
finished.
Don't pretend you can read without your glasses, Ed. I'm wise to your ways.
No, the operative word is mean.
Is what?
Mean.
Holy mackerel, how can you write without these? Wow.
Are we on camera?
Yes.
Then get off.
Okay, John, here it is for you. When Mean Murray got married, instead of carrying his new bride across the threshold, you're familiar with that tradition, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yes. He blanked her across the threshold.
He kicked.
He kicked her across. Wow, was he mean? He kicked that girl right across the threshold.
That
Just
doesn't
get
sound
in
like
there.
a newly married man. It sounds
Well,
like
Mean
an
Murray.
oldly married man.
Mean Murray.
Mean.
Mean Murray.
Oh, me. Man, I'm going
You
to
didn't
have
understand
to
that?
put on my
operative word was
glasses.
mean.
You got to put on your
Yeah.
glasses so you can hear better. You didn't hear me say Mean Murray? I said it 3 times.
I thought it was me and Murray.
Oh.
But I think my answer can still apply. Mean, he was saving energy, etc. So he merely...
He rolled her across.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a mean thing to do. Okay. Brett?
No, dear.
Oh,
We put that there like
it's
that,
been
sweetheart.
seen, yes. It's
Yes.
spotted.
That little man's gonna have a baby.
Well, his wife is, yes.
Well,
In
it's
2
the
months.
same thing when you come right down to it.
That's right.
Just one has to go to the labor room alone.
Yeah.
I said kick that fry.
Okay, that's a 4 from John. Now, Julie, how mean was Mean Murray, Julie?
Oh, he was really mean. He whipped her.
He whooped her across. Oh,
Lucky Demare.
yes. He was wearing his black boots at the time. Get across there. Go ahead. Get across that threshold. Ha, ho, hee, ha.
Oh, Lash,
oh.
you're
The
fantastic.
marriage lasted 40 years. She loved it. Okay. Now, Dorothy, 4 to tie, 5 to win. Susan, the sculptor, or sculptress,
Thank
said...
It's actually sculpt person.
Sculpted person, right. She said, you know that famous statue called the Thinker? Well, I'm making a statue of my husband. I call it the Blanker. She said, I'm making a statue of my husband. I call it the Blanker. Everybody plays. You know that famous statue called the Thinker? Well, I'm making a statue of my husband. I call it the Blanker.
What is the main word? Thinker?
The Thinker. You remember Rodin's...
Yeah, is that the main word?
Yes, right. That's the operative word, the Thinker. She says, I'm making a statue of my husband. I call it the Blanker. It's very easy for me.
Difficult for me.
For you, it's difficult. For me, it's easy.
Difficult for me.
Easy.
Difficult.
It's all right?
All right.
It's all right. Watching. Okay, you got it. Right. Everybody ready? Now we call on Dorothy. Susan the sculptor said, you know that famous statue called the Thinker? Well, I'm making a statue of my husband. I call it the Blanker.
The lover?
The lover? You're going to buy a lot of hamburgers. She said the lover. Got a match 4 to tie, 5 to win. Edward, you're up.
Well, since it was Mean Susan.
Who said that?
Isn't it Mean Susan?
No, I never said that, Ed. It just said Susan the sculptress.
Oh, I thought it was Mean Susan. Well, I completely went off on a
Would you wear your glasses, Ed?
different...
Do you wear your glasses on the Mary Tyler Moore
You're
show?
Gene Rayburn, aren't
That's
you?
right. That's who I am. Oh, dear me.
I'll leave him off.
Okay.
I thought it was Mean Susan, so I put
The
something...
Stinker.
The Stinker.
Yeah. That's the answer. You came up with an answer, sure. That's the winner right there. Brett?
Well, I did try, pardon me, try and rhyme. I said the Clinker.
The Clinker. Okay, got to match the rest of the ones to stay in the game. Dorothy, Charles.
The kids will go back to school. I said
The Stinker, so that means John wins the game. What do the rest of you have? Stinker and Stinker. Come on down, John. Congratulations, old bean. Stand by for a moment or so while we say goodbye to Dorothy. Dorothy, Sybil, you're leaving here with $12,800, and you're going to send your mother and father on a vacation to Hawaii, and then you have a little money left over for some laughs yourself, okay?
I want to thank you, and I want to thank all the stars, everybody, and the production staff. Everyone's been so nice to me, and I'm going to start crying.
Yes, all right. Turn it around so you can have a good cry. Goodbye, Dorothy. While she's crying, you can cry over these commercials now. Hello there. Here we are with John McDonald, who's won his first game. He's got $100 now, but he could win over $5,000 right here on this stage. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, John, we polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Hook blank. The answer they gave most often is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and if you match a bottom one, you get $100. Now, 3 of them are permitted to assist you. Whom do you call on?
Richard.
Richard?
Hook, line, and stinker.
Hook, line,
Sinker.
and sinker. There's one.
Fannie.
Fannie.
Hook. And I don't know. Hook or crook.
That's right, she's right. By hook or by crook, it's not bad, but...
Hook or crook, that's it, right?
Hooker by crook.
Okay.
Charles.
what do we got so far?
Hook, line, and sinker, hook or crook.
Okay, those great men who fight fires, hook and ladder.
Hook and ladder. So those are the 3, John. Hook and ladder, hook, line, and
Thank
sinker,
you for
and
the
hook or
ovation.
crook. Do you want one of those, or have you got a better idea in your head?
I like Richard.
You like Richards?
Hook, line, and sinker.
Hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker is what he is after. Let's find out if it's up there. But the question is, where is it if it is indeed there? Let us begin at the bottom and reveal the $100 response.
I told
Hook or
you,
crook?
you just
There's
make
Fannie's
fun
answer.
of me.
Not bad at all, Fannie, my dear.
Well, why did you sneer?
Yes, why? Who, indeed. Hook, line, or sinker, is it under the $250 response? Hook and ladder, there's Charles' answer.
Bravo.
Well, the two of the three that were given to you are there, John. Maybe that's a good omen for the one we're about to reveal now. Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Is it under the $500 response? It is! Congratulations, buddy. Very good. Okay. So that means now you got $600. $600. You're going to play for $5,000 now. Now, to collect that amount of money, you must match one of our celebrities exactly head-to-head. Which one will it be?
Richard.
Okay. You stand there facing me, if you would, please, John. Here's the $5,000 question. Let's see what it says in there. Virginia blank. Virginia blank. Okay, he's finished. What answer do you think you'd like to give us, which will match his in this case? Virginia blank.
Slim.
Virginia?
Slims.
Virginia Slims. Audience thinks that's not a bad answer. And we'll find out right now if it does match Richard. If it does, you'll get the $5,000. What do you say, Richard?
I'm sorry, John. There's Virginia Dare, Virginia Ham. I said Virginia Graham.
Virginia Graham.
But don't groan.
Okay.
She's a nice lady, and I did my best.
Yeah, that's right.
Is your wife here with you?
Yeah.
Where is your wife?
Right out there.
Well, I shall give her a kiss and apologize.
All right.
But don't smoke.
Yes. Now, John McDonald, you have $600, and you're the champ, and you're going to play another game. And let's welcome our next player. Here comes Reba Duran. Reba. Okay, John, anytime you're ready. I guess you two know each other, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Now, Reba. That's a nice name. Reba
you.
Duran, right? Where are you from?
I live in Chatsworth with my husband and my 2-year-old son, and my baby's due on Valentine's Day. Aww. And aside from sex, I love cooking and backpacking.
I am surrounded by weirdos. Well, anything that turns you on, Reba, is okay with us. What do I do next? Oh, yes. You really shook me up there. Let's see
where you
now.
are.
Reba, you have a choice here. A or B or... I'm only kidding. No, it's just A or B.
I'm already spoken for.
Oh, all right.
A.
A, it is. All right. Isn't she cute?
Yep.
Let's see now. Marjorie said, my husband, the doctor, brings his work home with him. My husband, the doctor, brings his homework with him. Last night, I found a patient's blank on my pillow. My husband, the doctor, brings his work home with him. Last night, I found a patient's blank on my pillow.
Found it. What happened to population growth zero?
I think
Is it gone the way of all flesh like
Reba
everything
loused
else?
it up.
Oh, okay.
Reba, did you put an answer down? Last night I found a patient's blank on my pillow. All right, Julie has hers. And we're all set. Okay. Reba,
Yes.
what'd you say? Oh, yes, thank you for reminding me. Marjorie said, my husband, the doctor, brings his work home with him. Last night I found a patient's blank on my pillow.
Patient's bra.
I see. Well,
You're really shook up, aren't you?
Yes, I really am shook up by this girl. I'm so shook up, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go backwards. Instead of starting with Ed, let's start with Fannie and go this way and then go that way. Fannie, you are first. Are you ready?
Did you ever date sailors, hon? I say that the doctor was a plastic surgeon, and he brought a nose home.
A nose, yeah. Terrific. Okay. No match there. She's looking for a bra, Richard.
Don't sneer.
I'm not sneering. Wouldn't
Yeah, I
sneer.
never said, you know, you go to hospital. You don't wear underclothes, do you?
Well, yeah, I guess you do on the way over, and then you take them off when you get there, don't you?
I always do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I said that you found an appendix on the pillow.
An appendix is a perfectly logical answer. Appendix, you see. All right. Now, Julie, you're up.
Me too.
2 appendixes, 2 appendices. And
Appendices.
Charles, you
What's
are
the
next.
first thing a doctor says to you?
Take off your clothes.
No, and then he says,
$200.
and then he says,
And then he says,
thank
say
you.
ah.
This gentleman here, the lovely, say ah. She found a patient ahing on the pillow.
Aye. All
That's
right.
better than appendix.
Yes.
I set you up and you
Yes.
put us down.
Yes. What'd you say, Brett?
It made me
It did make you
That
laugh.
little answer. I said, what do you put inside a bra? You know, I'm so sentimental. I went for a little heart.
A heart.
That's very
Isn't that
Oh, is that
sweet?
is
You
that
don't put a heart
is
in
that
a
what
bra?
is that what's inside a bra?
You don't, but take a look at what you have.
You've got to have heart. Boy, and she has. Okay. Edward.
Yeah, well, when you go to a doctor, you're always giving him various specimens. So I said that she found the patient's test.
A test on the pillow.
Yes.
Okay, Reba. Appendix wouldn't have been bad. I think you
No.
would have scored 3 with that. So
That would have been a good one.
We'll get your question going in a moment or so, but right now we want to get this going for you. Pay attention. Business. Oh, hello there. We've been waiting for you. Now you're here, and there you are. And John, this is all yours. Your first round question. Reba did not score with hers. Let's see how John does with his. Before Weird Willie goes on a date, he doesn't spray his mouth with breath freshener. Instead, Weird Willie sprays his mouth with blank. I enunciated as clearly as I could so that certain people would not pretend he misunderstood.
Now, that's not mean Larry.
Oh, I am on
That's
Tattletales
Weird
today. I hope you
Willie.
will watch, because there's one lady on that show who's extraordinarily funny and verbose.
Her name is Helen.
Her name is Helen.
Oh, he sprays his
What's that?
mouth with...
Oh, yeah, now listen, you know what we're doing? You know who's on? Bert Convey is on, naturally, with his wife, Ann.
What is it?
Ann. Bobby Van
Oh,
is
I
on
get it.
with his wife, Elaine Joyce, and I'm on with Helen. That's 6, and there's...
They'll probably ask me to MC it then, will they?
No, and Bob Barker is on with his wife, and what Bert is doing the first 2 shows of the week, and then during the rest of the week, each of the rest of us will take a shot at emceeing 1 show.
Oh, they
Isn't
wouldn't
that
probably
nice?
need me then to MC it.
Well, I don't think so.
Oh,
Not
but just a
this week.
second. I'll withdraw the plug. Don't watch the show.
I'd like to ask why,
What?
why they never hire lady MCs. What is that?
Well, they do.
You tell him, Patsy.
What can I do with this guy here? What are you doing? You got a card in a slot?
Oh, you waiting for me? Sure.
We're ad-libbing. We're doing these
Is that what you were
brilliant quips,
doing?
ad-libbing,
Oh,
waiting
I
for you,
see.
and you're
I see.
taking your time.
No, I thought we were off camera again.
Oh, dear. John, before Weird Willie goes on a date, he doesn't spray his mouth with breath freshener. Instead, Weird Willie sprays his mouth with...
Underarm deodorant.
That's what he said. Underarm deodorant.
Oh.
That's what he said.
Yeah, well, since he was pretty weird, I figured he was going to freshen up something.
Air freshener. Oh, that'd be good. Right, Brett?
I said he done sprayed his arms with old 409.
409.
Breath, mouth, whatever.
Oh, I
it
see.
was.
Charles?
409.
I said antifreeze.
Antifreeze. That would sting. Julie London, what did you say?
Well, I don't know how to spell it.
Spelling doesn't count here. We'll figure it out because we're very
Oh,
smart
no,
here.
you won't. I'm looking at it.
Now, wait a minute.
It's weird.
Insecticide.
Good
That's
spelling
spelled
there.
absolutely correctly.
Excellent.
INSECTICIDE. That's okay. But throw it away. It's a rotten answer. MOUSE.
I said he was so weird.
He was so weird that
He never used
instead
it.
of spraying his mouth with breath freshener, he sprayed it with
Garlic.
garlic. That's really weird. Okay, Fannie Flagg.
Do you remember in Gone with the Wind when Scarlett had a drop of of brandy. And she
Yes.
didn't want her boyfriend to know she put perfume in her mouth.
Perfume in her mouth. She
But
did
he
indeed.
was weird, darling.
Yes, he was weird.
So was Scarlett.
So, we have no score here at the end of round one, but you're having a good time, aren't you? And we may never finish this game because we're never going to score here. Well, you tune in and find out, will you? Saved by the bell. The bell just clanged here, which means we have to quit right now. But we'll pick up at this exciting junction next time. Zip to zip, end of round one. Round two, final chance next time. Get the smarts over the night with you. Listen, you were all splendid.
Why don't they have lady MC?
Oh, I don't know. Haven't they tried the lady MCs? Yes, I think.
Could you
Betty
wear a
White
skirt
did one.
someday so we could see how it would look?
All right. Yeah, I could do it someday. Little
Got all your
lipstick and
clothes at
mascara and all that. I've got the clothes at home. Well, listen, we'll see you next time. Bye. I've got to come over.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.